It's time for your morning tea. It's time for your morning tea. Today's morning tea is let's go and let God. Again, let's go and let God. I'm kind of focusing on unforgiveness this week. Of course, it was it's an inspired topic. Some of you know why, some of you don't, but later on during the week, then I'll go into more detail. But the reason why I say let go and let God is because sometimes we don't know how to handle the situation. Sometimes the outcome from us handling it makes the situation worse. Number one, we don't want to handle something because we may mishandle the person. Number two, we don't want to handle the situation ourselves because we may sin. Number three, no one can handle it the way that God can. The thing is that it takes patience. We can't sit here and rush God because he's a perfectionist. He does things in his timing. His thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. Vengeance is his. Like, he actually gets the last word, right? But we have to trust him. If we say, God, we trust you, why can't we trust him with the hard things? And I mean the hard things as in like, yo, daddy, I need you to get her. Do you know what she did to me? Do you know what he did to me? Do you see the situation that's confronting me? Can I confront it back? I know your words say, be angry, but sin not. But if I handle it myself, I may sin. So I need you to step in and take care of this for me. When I say let go and let God, I mean let it all the way go. Take it to the altar, put it down. Don't pick it back up. And what do I mean by pick it back up? What do I mean by let it go and let God? Put it in his hands completely. That means stop talking about it. Stop dwelling on it. Stop letting it take over your entire mind. Like, stop embracing it. It's nothing to embrace. Let it go. Because the thing is that it's not, you're embracing it. So embrace usually means a hug or something. But then when you hug it and it tightens you, it hugs back and it's tightening you and it's squeezing you. Yeah, that's a bit unnatural. It's uncomfortable. So instead of you trying to handle the situation yourself and end up mishandling it and taking things out of proportion and things becoming out of control, let God handle it. Like, if you're not mature enough to handle it, let God handle it. Of course, you can go to your brother with an aunt, but how are you going to confront them? Because the thing is that you have to go to them in love, right? Don't go to them with a spirit of, anger. Because when you speak in a loud voice, it only angers them back. It only, influences them to become angry back. You're not speaking to them in love. You're not coming to them in a place of understanding. Because when you go to them in a place of understanding, you place yourself into their shoes. You turn the situation around. Like, how do they see the situation? How were they affected by it? And you bring all of that to the table. You don't have to speak in a nice voice, but you do have to come to them in peace. Let them know what was in your heart. If you're not able to do that, pray about it. Go to God, because he can take your anger. I know a few people that curse during their prayer. I'm not saying it's right or if it's wrong, but that's their communication with God. Like, God, you know they messed me up today. I don't even know how to say that. Like, yeah. It is the fact of, if you can't handle it, take it to someone who can. Like, remember when we were younger and somebody tried us? We would either go to our siblings or we used to go to our parents. Especially if it was an adult. Like, oh, my teacher tried me, and oh, this person said this to me, or whatever the case may be. Why? Because our parents were more mature than us. We didn't think like that at the time, but what we knew was they were our protectors, that they were our defenders, that what we couldn't handle, they were able to handle. Same case now. What we can't handle, God can handle. What we can handle, God can handle better than us. Let the situation be. Let it go and let God handle it. Ciao. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, subscribe, like, and share. When you press that subscribe button, there's a little bell right there. Tap that too. You'll get the notifications of when I upload. Ciao.